To drive the most possible success, we need to have a plan from commitment to renewal. This is usually a 12-month type of plan that we need to scope out. Now, the first step that we have is typically a kickoff call. And what that will help is set up the first milestone. Most customers, they need to see a first value within 30 days so that they minimize the risk of churning. Because if they know that it's going to work, they are going to want to continue strengthening that partnership with you. So after the kickoff call completes, we need to make sure that we schedule out an impact review or QBR, EBR, different ways that help us set up. So by the time we have this renewal call, everybody's in alignment with what we should be doing. Now, the types of things that we need to focus on is this impact plan, this joint impact plan that we have. Some of it I need to do as a customer success manager or growth manager or the person orchestrating the entire relationship. But some of it needs to happen from the customer. They need to send me over certain user data or certain credentials for integrations. And without that, we might miss. So this is how you need to plan out the plan. First things first. Identify what your key milestones are going to be. Now, these milestones are usually things that your most successful customers already have accomplished. But we need to orchestrate that for our customers so that they know what to expect. So these different milestones are things that we plan for. Then we need to break it out into things that we do and things the customer does. So the next part is we'll talk about our responsibility. In this phase, we're going to break it into 3 parts. First, we need to describe what the task is at hand. So this task can be the steps that I will take in order to accomplish the goal. These are all of the different steps to align with the milestone. Then we can come up with who is going to be responsible for accomplishing that milestone. But as we all know, the third component that is critical for this is setting up a timeline. And we need to make sure that there's a date associated with when we need that task to be accomplished. If we don't do that, we're at risk for missing out on one of our key milestones. So when I break this out, there's a couple different things to continue to dive deeper on. Sometimes we can map it out very clearly. The first milestone may happen in the first 30 days. Remember, we call this the first value. The second thing that might come up is that if we want to accomplish a certain level of adoption, we need to make sure we measure that in a couple different ways. So we can say at least 90% of your users have been invited between 60 and 90 days. But as we continue through the milestones, we also need to focus on impact. So the types of things that you will have on impact may take 3 months, 6 months to really get solidified data that we can point back to. So as you approach this conversation of having a plan over time, make sure that your customer knows what is your responsibility, what is their responsibility, and the milestones that we will achieve together to understand and achieve your desired outcome.